Hi, and welcome back to another session of our Summer for Success series. Today we have a very special guest speaker, Cindy Nicholas, who's a Career Services Manager at NU. She helps the students and alumni of National University prepare to achieve their career goals. She received her bachelor's in psychology from San Diego State and her master's of educational counseling with a pupil personnel credential from National. The majority of her work experience has been in higher education, and her passion is to work with students and alumni to discover and explore opportunities they're interested in and to create a path to reach those goals. Outside of work, Cindy enjoys spending time with her family and friends and watching her son play football. Welcome, Cindy.
Thank you, and thank you for the introduction, TT. Appreciate that. So again, everyone, my name is Cindy Nicholas. I'm Manager of Career Services. And Career Services is available to you as a student to basically help you identify and fulfill your career goals. So we offer resources in order to get to that point. So we do that through programs, through services, through employment opportunities, workshops, events, that type of thing. So currently, because of the crisis that we're in, we are conducting all of our meetings through Zoom, but I'm more than happy to schedule meetings with you through Zoom. As a student of the university, you have access to all of our services available virtually. Okay, so on our flyer here, we talk about our services that are available to students. The first one is career counseling. This is where you could set up an appointment with me to discuss your career goals, how you want to get there, what degree or certification you might need to get to that point. Again, we would schedule a time just to set up. Usually it's about 45 minutes or so to have that first conversation and answer any questions that you might have. We also do resume and cover letter review. Every Tuesday at 3 p.m. we do a live workshop on resume development. So before you send me your resume or cover letter to review, I ask that you attend this workshop, and then you can send your resume in to me for review. Now, if you are not able to be there for a live session, we do have recorded session of it as well. The next thing that we do quite a bit is interviewing techniques and mock interviews. So again, we have a live session on Thursdays at 3 p.m. It's called Interview at Your Best. Once you've attended the workshop to learn about interview techniques, the do's and don'ts of interviewing, then you can schedule a mock interview. I have for you in advance, I would send you some of the typical types of questions that you might get in an interview. And then depending on what your degree is in, we can send some very specific questions so you can prepare and practice before you meet with me one-on-one for the mock interview. We do workshops on just about any career readiness topic that you could think of, but one of them is salary negotiating. So we could do a workshop on that. We could also include that in when we talk about mock interviewing if you have an interest in that. The biggest thing I want to talk about today is, because it's an excellent tool for job search, is our job portal. So if an employer calls me and asks to post positions for our students or for our alumni, you're able to use this job portal as a graduate as well. Keep that in mind. But if they want to post positions, I tell them to post them online into our job portal. The employer can post as often as they have opportunities available. And then you as a student or as a graduate can go in and search for jobs from these employers that are posting very specifically for National University students and alumni. So you could go in and search on that portal. You can make an appointment with me through that portal. You can post your resume in that portal so that the employers can view it. If you would like to do that, you can post that in there. It is updated all the time, right? Because employers can go in there at any time and add to it. So I approve jobs in there every day. It's a great resource, and I really emphasize having our students enroll in that so you can see, even if you're not ready for a position right when you start out at the university, but you can see the types of positions that are posted in there and what employers are posting in the job portal. So that's an excellent resource. We also do a lot of career exploration. So if you came to me and said, I really am not sure exactly what direction that I want to go, we can help you with that through assessment. We have an assessment called Type Focus, which I actually like very much. But what that is, it's not very long. It takes between maybe 20 and 30 minutes total. But it has a personality section, it has an interest section, and it has a values section. So once you're done with all three of those sections, everything in that report will revert back to what might be good career choices for you based on your personality, your interest, and your values, right? So when you pull up the report and you do exploring some of the careers that are on there, that will link you to, it's called the Bureau of Labor Statistics, which is very, very detailed as far as the information that it provides. So that if you, for instance, as an example, wanted to be a secondary school teacher, if you clicked on secondary school teacher, it would take you through and tell you what education that you need in order to become that, what are the working conditions of a teacher, what pay could you expect based on either having a bachelor's or maybe getting a master's as well. It talks about the job outlook in the future. So it will project out to, right now it's at 2028, and it will tell you, is there a need for people in this field in the future? Or is this just going to drop off and we're not going to have a need for teachers in the future? Which I don't think that's the case. I think there is a big need for teachers. But it does project out as to whether or not there's a need in the field for people in those careers. So I'd be happy to help you with that. It's kind of neat to explore in there, and you can find out all kinds of things about any type of job that you're interested in. We also have employer information sessions, and we do career fairs. Now, right now, we have switched to doing these virtually, so these will be available starting in the fall virtually. Hopefully, we will get to the point where when we come back on site that we will be able to do them again on site. But right now, we're looking to do career fairs and employer information sessions. What employer information session is, it's when we highlight or spotlight just one employer. So we would be doing that we'd be doing that online, and then you can come in and listen to what the employer has to talk about as far as their company goes, what the trends are as far as hiring, and then any positions that they might have available. They can introduce during that employer information session. So we have that, and also online workshops. So I mentioned that there's a live resume workshop every Tuesday at 3 o'clock, a resume development workshop. There is a live interviewing at your best workshop every Thursday at 3 o'clock. And then we also have on our website both of those as recordings, and we also have a LinkedIn workshop that's a recording on our website. So feel free to look through our website. If you want to watch those recordings, you are more than welcome to do that. Our website address is at the bottom of this flyer. You can pull it up here. It's careerservices.nu.edu. And there's a tab that says resources at the very end. Under resources is the recorded workshops that I mentioned. And it also has resources on resumes and developing resumes, and on cover letters and some interview information. It's very thorough as far as professional development and career readiness, that we wanted to be sure we could push out some of that information to you so you can brush up on that in advance of meeting with me, or even in advance of coming to attending a workshop. So careerservices.nu.edu has lots of resources. Also, our office email address is on the flyer, so careerservices@nu.edu if you have any questions. And then my personal email address, which you are welcome to use to ask any questions that you may have, is cnichola@nu.edu. And again, my name is Cindy, and I'm happy to answer any questions that you have if you want to send me an email to my personal address or to the careerservices@nu.edu address. Okay, and do you have any questions, TT, that you can think of, or anything else I should add?
Well, I know you had mentioned that the students, once they graduate from National, they're able to have access still to the career services. And I was wondering how long that would be for.
Okay, so once you are a graduate, you have access to our services as long as you'd like to use them. So some schools I know have a time period and how long, especially with their job portal, that kind of thing, how long you could use those services, or you have to pay for those services after a certain time. But that is not the case with us. So they would always have access, student would always have access once they graduate to all the positions in the job portal, to still posting their resume once they update it, to any type of professional development. So
That's
it's as
awesome.
long as they'd like to use it. Yeah.
Oh, that's amazing. Okay, great. And then also, I'm really interested in the workshop that you have on Tuesday and Thursday. So for the students, is it something that they would be notified of? Is it something that they need to register for? They would get a link for? How does that work?
So it's on our website. The link is on our website. So if you went to the careerservices.nu.edu and under resources towards the bottom, it will say workshops. It will list all of the links on there, and there's also an events tab that will list all of the links to the workshops. So you can find that on the website. You do not need to register in advance. Once you're enrolled in the job portal and you create a profile, you can actually go in there and sign up for those workshops, but you do not need to do that in advance. That is fine. But you can get to those links on the website either under workshops or under events.
Okay, sounds good.
All right.
Thank you so much for coming today, and I really appreciate it, and have a great day.
You're welcome. Thank you.
Bye.
Bye-bye.